What's cooking? Welcome to What's Cooking right here on City TV. My name is Apiorkor. Now this show is sponsored by Tasty Tom. Ufa kakra na ye bebre. And we also want to say a big thank you to Miss Cookie Spices. Crazy delicious taste guaranteed every time. I tell you and I kid you not. Now, today we're doing something very interesting. We have some young ladies in the house and I won't tell you where they're from just yet. But I mean, we've got a mystery basket. I hear like there's like some of the best chefs from where they're coming from, and you know they just want to come and turn the kitchen upside down. And I'm so excited to meet them. So when we return, I will introduce my guests. But don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What's Cooking, and follow all the things that we've been doing over the last several years. Yes, last several years. My name is Apiorkor once again. We'll be right back. Right here on City TV. My name is Apiorkor. Now don't forget the show is sponsored by Tasty Tom. Ufa kakra na ye bebre. And we also want to give some thanks and praise to Miss Cookie Spices. Crazy delicious taste guaranteed every time, all day, always. Now it's time for me to introduce my guests here on What's Cooking today. Two lovely young ladies. They're students of the Swedru Secondary School, and they really threw a challenge to me. They said, you know what, we want to come on your show and cook. And I've heard about them. I hear that they can make some really amazing meals. They see what they get in the kitchen, and they create something beautiful out of it. And so I've equally taken on the challenge, and we have a mystery basket here. I'm going to invite them, and they will show off their stuff for SWESCO Power. And you're also celebrating their 65th anniversary, so I think it's a good time for us to do this. Please help me welcome Loretta and Fafa from the Swedru Secondary School. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Happy to have you. We're finally here.
Yeah.
No, but you girls have guts. You're like, no, we want to cook. Do you love cooking? It's something you guys do.
Yes.
And your friends know you like to cook because they were giving you fans.
Actually, I'm a food student as well, so.
Oh, that explains it.
Food.
So, what, and I mean, is it food science? How does it work?
Yeah, it's more like food science because we do biology, and then we have nutrition as an elective as well.
Interesting. So what do you want to do with your food science? Like, do you want to further it?
Of course, I want to be a dietitian.
Okay.
And then I also want to create my own restaurants with food. Get it?
I love it. I love it. And you, Fafa?
I'm a general science student, but I love food, you know.
I like to say you love food.
Yes, I love it a lot. And, you know, my mom is a caterer. She likes cooking. And so anytime she's cooking, I get close to her. She teaches me this. I do this. Yeah. So.
I love you, ladies. I love you so much. Thank you for coming. But since you're a food science student and you are a science student who loves food, we've given you a mystery basket because I hear that whatever you guys see in the kitchen, you can create magic out of it.
Exactly.
Hey, you know, the confidence, I love the confidence. Amazing. So please open your basket. Okay. Let's see what's inside.
Ooh. Okay.
What do you see?
We have sorghum leaves over here, and then we have beans.
Okay.
We have sugar, we have yam, and then garden eggs.
Yes. So what are you going to make?
Okay, I guess we should make karadafa yam.
Hey, what is karadafa yam?
Okay, so
that's another name for the sorghum leaves.
So the leaves that we use for wache, that give it its color.
Yeah.
So you're going to use that with yam.
Yes.
Hey, like you people to yes. Okay, so take out what you're going to use.
Okay.
Interesting.
So,
is it something you've made before?
Not really.
You're just
so we're going to
creating something on the fly. Yeah. Let me help you with that. Okay.
Okay. How many things are we taking?
I mean, if you use 3 of them, that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. So I think this is okay.
So you use your garden eggs, your karadafa, your leaves, right? And then you use yam. Okay. Over to you. This should be very interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you have, I mean, the other ingredients here, things that I know you said you like the smoked, what we call salmon, but
Yeah.
smoked mackerel. You have some pineapples here. Is that for your dessert or your drink?
Yeah, yes.
Exactly.
So it's a 3-course meal.
Like the meal is karadafa yam with garden egg stew and lofa pine juice.
Hey,
The
karadafa yam with garden egg stew
With
with lofa pine juice.
See, Loretta and Fafa.
Lofa pine
Garden
juice. You girls are killing. Okay.
Okay.
And then we have our pepper here. There's onion, there's ginger, there's garlic, there's momoni,
Okay.
there's chicken. We have our bouillon cubes and other spices in here.
Okay.
There's some vegetable oil.
Okay.
Salt and tomatoes. But since Miss Cookie is sponsoring, some of the things that you'd have blended, like your blended onions, your blended pepper, you can get them from there. There's some dry garlic powder as well.
Oh.
And then when you need to use the tomato paste, no other than
Tasty Tom.
Tom. It's gotta be Tasty Tom. So over to you. The kitchen is yours. We have some aprons here. Okay. Lofa.
Lofa.
Aprons for Lofa, Loretta and Fafa. And I'm not going to interfere. I really just want to see what you guys are going to do.
Okay.
I'm excited. Okay. So, but if you need anything, I'm in the background. I can help you. And then we'll have conversations.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So over to you. You can wash your hands here. Okay. You're welcome.
Okay, so we start by soaking the wache leaves. That's how Ghanaians call it.
Yes, wache leaves. So there's a bowl here. So you need some water.
Yes. And then can we get the sofa from here?
Yes, you can. Anything you want to use here, you're at liberty to use.
Enter. It's refusing to enter.
It's refusing to enter. You really? Okay, so maybe when it softens up a bit, then we can fold it.
Okay. Okay,
So
I think you can join me here so we wash it.
Okay. Let me move it this way a bit.
thank you.
You're welcome. So, Papa, you said you love food. And you
Exactly.
mentioned that your mom is a caterer and you learned from her. But apart from those two things, how did you discover your love for food? Do you remember? How old are you now?
I'm 16.
16, yeah. So how did you discover your love for food?
Okay, so initially I did not like food, but my mom is someone who can force you to eat.
One of those mothers.
Yes. If you don't eat.
You should mention your mother's name and say hello to her.
Okay, Judith Achem, hi. Okay, and my father can cook as well, trust me. He's a very good cook. And so when I didn't like food, this woman, when I go to school and then...
Why didn't you like food?
Because sometimes I feel like I don't want to become thick.
Okay. Hey, I'm watching your finger, you know?
So she sat me down one day and then she was telling me that when you eat, you become more beautiful, this, that. So I'm like, oh, okay, then let me start eating. One day she prepared akule and fetwi that she said, I'm an ewe. So she prepared this, I ate it for the first time and I was like, whoa, food is really nice. So from that day, anything called food, trust me, I'll finish it for you.
Oh, wow. And then, so how did it translate into liking to cook?
Okay,
Because
so,
eating is one thing,
yeah.
but actually cooking the food is another. How did you get there?
So when the COVID-19 pandemic came here, we were asked to stay in the house. So you're not permitted to go out to buy food or something. So if you don't
Especially
know
during the lockdown and all that.
Exactly.
And I'm
So-
sure your parents were being protective too.
So if you don't know how to cook, trust me, you're going to go hungry. So I started learning how to cook from my mom and my dad as well.
Wonderful. Let me help Loretta put this on fire. Which do you want, the big burner or the small burner?
I think the small one.
The small one
Okay.
should be fine. Okay. Let me help you with that. Okay. All right. So between your mom and your dad, you picked up the love for cooking.
Exactly.
Okay. So what are your favorite things to cook?
My favorite meal,
Yes.
yam and palava sauce.
Yam and flour. Ah, that's why when you saw the yam, you were so excited because it's home based.
Exactly.
I see. I see. I see. What about you, Loretta?
Okay, so I love food. Since childhood, food has been my thing. I love cooking. I love the eating aspect as well. And that's why I decided to offer home economics. I'm a first student. Yeah, because we have clothing students and then we have food students.
Okay, so under home economics, you have clothing students. So those are students who would likely become fashion designers or dressmakers, and then you have the food students.
Yes, so I'm a
Okay.
food student. And I really love food, to be honest. Because every single time my mom's in the kitchen, I try to help her out.
Okay.
And that's where I got
So-
to, get the interest in food and all that.
Okay.
So,
Interesting.
Apiorkor,
Yes.
the yam. Sure.
Okay, so you're going to peel the yam now. Okay, so I'll leave you for a bit. I'll just leave you to do your thing.
Okay.
But as you're cooking, I want you to tell, because I know you both like TV and cameras as well.
Exactly, yeah.
You said that. So I want you to be able to talk to your viewers and tell them what you're doing. The
Okay.
kitchen is yours.
Okay, so I'll start by steaming the garden, those name, the chicken.
So I like to get some spices over here for the chicken. So let me help. So now we are getting the meat ready on fire to be simmered for some time. So
Okay, so in the house where you don't have the natural onion, you can get Miss Cookie spices mixed for chicken. It's already done. It's simple. So if you're a busy working young lady, you can go in for Miss Cookie spices. It's very affordable, trust me. So I'm gonna add some. Loretta, can you get me some onion?
sure.
It's
I think salt.
exactly. Okay.
Okay, so it's a bit frozen. I think we should put some water. So
Water.
you can do with the onion.
Okay, so Miss Cookie spices, onion, blended. Everything is inside already. To release stress, go in for Miss Cookie spices. It's not now that you're going to peel onions, sometimes cry out of just peeling onions. Yeah. Take the amount that you want. I like vegetables a lot.
And then we need to add pepper.
Pepper, yeah, to taste. Everything you buy from the market, remember to wash them very well. You don't know people who do it. My dad actually taught me how to slice onions.
Before I forget, I also want to say shout out to my mom. Adrama, I love you.
Loretta, my mom, she can really make things very cheap for you, like, because she doesn't want to spend much money on tomatoes. She will advise not to remove the seeds.
Hey, really?
Yes. She even says the seed crab makes the stew very nice. Can you imagine? Okay, so I'm done with the tomato. This is how my dad taught me to actually cut them. I really love my dad a lot. Okay, so we're going to start with the stew, and trust me, my garden egg is ready. Because we want to make it the local way, we are going to mash it in the earthenware bowl. Sure. We're not going to remove the seeds.
No.
Because we want it the natural way. Loretta, my mom will tell you that the seeds, if you remove them, the stew becomes small. So use all.
I think you said that earlier.
That's for tomato. In fact, every vegetable, this woman like this. Whoa, our meat is ready.
It shouldn't be really grinded, so this is okay.
All right. How's it going?
It's going well, actually.
So viewers, I hope you've been having fun with my two beautiful guests, Loretta and Fafa. Lofa, for short.
Exactly.
They're students of the Swedru Secondary School, SWESCO for short. And they're here to cook. I mean, we met them a few weeks ago and they said, you know, I want to come and cook. And their friends said, yeah, they're really great cooks. And they've told us a bit about their stories of how they discovered their love for food and for the art of the kitchen. And I'm sure you've had fun with them. You guys are also TV presenters.
Oh.
Look at that. No, but there are a lot of adults who struggle to do what you just did.
Oh, really?
You walked people through the process. You took your time. You're confident. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done, ladies. So let's just bring everybody up to speed. Let's recap what we've done, right?
Okay.
So we are making
Karadalfa yam
karadalfa yam.
with garden egg stew and lofa pine juice.
Hey, look, mind you, they just opened this basket, found some ingredients, and they came up with a recipe. So
Exactly.
cool. We love it. So what's the process like? You've cut some yam.
Okay.
No, we've not started with the yam.
Okay,
yet,
I haven't
so
started with
we're
the
about
yam
to
yet.
start.
Okay, so you're soaking your
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
call the wache leaves. So for those who are just joining us, you know when we're making wache, the color of the wache, we get it from these leaves.
Sure.
Traditionally, that's how it's done. So they're soaking the leaves. We've cut the yam already. No, not yet. We'll get to that. But we've been working on the garden egg stew.
Stew, and
Okay,
then
so
the
what have
chicken
we
and
done so far?
So we've simmered the chicken.
Okay.
So it's now there, relaxing, and then
Okay.
we are.
Hey, the chicken is relaxing. I like
Yeah.
that.
So we are going on with the stew, and then we'll start with the yam as well.
Okay. Okay, so did you do anything special to the chicken while you were simmering it?
It's special because we added this.
Yeah, then Miss
Miss
Cookie.
Cookie.
Miss Cookie. I see that you guys are Miss Cookie fans
Yes.
already.
I'm in
Yeah,
love with it,
no,
yeah.
Miss Cookie is amazing. Miss Cookie is amazing. Okay, and then with the garden egg stew, the garden eggs we've blended them.
Yeah,
basically
mashed them.
mashed them. Okay, so already, and they've been cooked already.
Yeah.
So they're
Yes.
cooked. Did you add anything, salt, any spices?
No.
You know,
It was
just the garden eggs like that.
Yeah.
And you've mashed it.
Yeah.
Now ready to go. Okay, so what's next?
So we want to peel the yam.
Okay.
And
Before that, I'm going to put this on fire.
Okay.
to make sure that it pampers itself.
Hey, sir. All right, so let's go for a break. This is still What's Cooking. My name is Apiorkor, and I'm here with...
Fabulous Fafa.
And classy Loretta.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still What's Cooking, and we're cooking up a real storm in the kitchen with my two lovely ladies, Loretta and Fafa. They're students of the Swedru Secondary School, SWESCO for short, and they've been making some very interesting things. Look, they say that, in their own words, they started doing their garden egg stew, and it's just relaxing, you know, in the pot at the moment, doing its own thing. And now it's time to work on their yam. And they have a very interesting recipe which combines yam, our favorite puna, together with wache leaves. And so I can't wait to see how they're going to pull this off. And then, of course, we still have our lofa pine juice. Lofa pine. So it's portmanteau, Loretta, and Fafa, lofa pine juice to get into. So that's what we've been doing. Don't forget that the show is sponsored by Tasty Tom. Mufa kakra. Na ye bebre. And we want to say thank you to Miss Cookie Spices for holding us down today. Crazy delicious taste guaranteed all day, every day. So ladies, if you've been following us and you saw the images, you heard what they're doing, how they arrived at the relaxation process that the garden next to is going through at the moment. But now it's time to work on our yam.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Okay, so first of all, we are going to put this on fire.
People, I'm scared of you. Maybe you have some special way of
scared.
cutting the yam or something.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're going to put the wache leaves on
Yes.
fire.
Yeah.
Is this pot big enough?
Oh yeah, it's okay. I'll
Okay, it will
compress
shrink.
everything in there.
Okay. So we're just pouring the water in.
We're
So we've
going to
been
also-
soaking the wache leaves in water. That's what we've been doing up until now.
And I think we are going to add it and then boil for a
And
while
then
to
boil
get
it for
more color.
Okay. So it's the color we're looking for
Yes.
in this
No,
case.
and the nutritional value was
The nutritional value. Okay. What's the nutritional value that we're hoping we're getting from this?
Okay, so Karadalfa leaves itself. It's very nutritional because it helps reduce blood pressure
Okay.
and also boost immune system. My grandmother used what's the name Karadalfa. She soaked the Karadalfa in water and then drink the water.
Oh.
So you can imagine how nutritional it is.
We actually have Karadafa juice.
Yes.
Yeah, Karadalfa,
Yes.
popularly known as Sobolo.
You
or-
people are serious
really.
students. No, but sobolo is more of hibiscus leaves.
Okay.
But from the same family, no?
Yeah.
Okay, you people are serious food and science students. So Loretta is a food student. She's studying home economics at SWESCO at Swedru Secondary School, but she's specializing in food, and she hopes to be a dietitian very soon in the near future. And Fafa is a general science student, but she's in love with food, and that's why straight away we should start bringing out the science. It's got the nutritional value, and I'm sure she's thinking of all the minerals and the vitamins.
Exactly.
And I love to see it, you guys. So this is how to get your young people at home, your children, your students to also understand what they learn in the classroom. Allow them to express themselves. This is how we actually learn. Or do you agree?
Yeah,
That's once you're in the kitchen, all the things you read in theory, now it begins to become realistic while you're practicing it. So find your son, your daughter, your student, your niece, your nephew's window into whatever they are learning and allow them to express themselves. These ladies are what, 16?
16, 17.
16, 17.
But I'll be 17 this year.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Legal this year too.
You're turning legal this year.
Yay!
And before they turn legal, they already know they want to own a restaurant one day. They have all these big ideas, and it's because they express themselves. So I want to thank your parents and your teachers.
Yeah.
Yes, and all the people around you for allowing you to fly.
Exactly,
It's
especially my
wonderful.
parents, my mom and dad. Mwah.
I love my friends also, and I want to say a very big thank you to SWESCO.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We wouldn't have been here if not for SWESCO. Yeah.
I love
So
that.
I'm so grateful to
I
SWESCO.
love that. I love that.
And my
I'm sure.
advice to young ladies is be very confident because if it's not confidence, I'm not sure you are here.
Look, I'll tell you that story, but let me put the, our leaves on. Okay, they're on fire. I'm sure they'll start boiling soon. Okay, so how are we cutting the yam?
Okay.
But these two young ladies, literally, they met. So I mean, shout outs to Samens, my boss, my CEO, my papa. He is a proud PACA. Good.
Yeah.
Proud PACA. That's what the old students of SWESCO are called or nicknamed. And at the 65th anniversary celebrations at the school recently, they met some of my colleagues who were there, were covering the event, doing interesting things, going to support the papa. And these ladies walked up to them and said, look, we want to be on What's Cooking. I'm like, wow, such guts. I love it. And truly, they follow through. They let the team know when they were going to be on vacation, how long they'll be at home, how much time they had, which days they're available. And here we are. So I agree with Fafa. As a young lady, young man, be confident. You never know. The worst that can happen is that the person will say no. But ask and seek and knock and break down the doors and take what you want, as long as it's legal. So we're cutting the yam.
Yeah.
But you're very precise. Who taught you how to peel yam?
I think my mom.
Your mom.
I learned
Very
everything at home
precise.
before going to school and then
Yeah.
doing the homework.
Very, very precise. I like it.
And my
Okay.
mom is this woman who always tidies up the place immediately.
It's very important.
Yes.
For the course I'm offering, it's actually charisma when you do that.
I see.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm sure it has to do with the hygiene,
Yeah.
keeping your surroundings neat, not contaminating the food.
Exactly.
Okay. So you know what? I'm going to let you guys do your thing again. Since you guys are TV presenters, I'm going to leave you because you understand. So viewers, please indulge us. Allow Loretta and Fafa, Lofa,
Exactly.
allow them to talk you through what they are doing with their yam at the moment. Okay.
So as you can see, we are peeling the yam. Anyhow you want it, you can just do it that way.
And for home economics, creativity is very important when you're cooking. So you have to make sure that what you're doing, you make sure it's creative. That's why we are adding the color and everything, the karadafa, to make the yam not just the normal yam, but then have a different color.
So if you are a mommy and then your kids don't like yam, but you want to influence them to take in the yam, you can use the karadafa way and tell them, Tom and Jerry prepared it. They'll actually believe you. And they'll, trust me, they'll finish the food. Oh. And for your information, the garden egg stew can't just go with yam. It can go with rice, anything you want to use. You can use it for bangkun, anything, but we chose yam. Yes.
So now we are going to get the salmon ready.
Smoked mackerel, yeah, popularly known in Ghana as salmon. As the garden egg is pampering itself in the pot, we want to put in the smoked mackerel. Put in the bowl. So, let me get hooked up. Okay. You can use any other fish if you want, but we prefer salmon.
So we now get it inside, I guess.
Okay. So it's ready. So we have to flake it akra. Anyhow you want it. Some want it big. This. Then this. Flake it a little bit. Anyhow you want it. Some want it small, some want it big. But first of all, before we put the flaked smoked mackerel in there, we want to, initially we steamed the chicken, so we want to add it to the stew. So we want to,
So we'll do that one first
before we, oh, the karadafa is so we are adding the chicken. So if you missed them, we steam the chicken with mixed cookie, mixed chicken spices. added mixed cookie onions and some seasonings. And here it is. Okay, so I want to add it to the stew.
Ladies, you know, just behind the camera, proudly watching them. It's so inspiring to see you, how you're handling things in the kitchen, how you're describing what you're doing. You really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't wait until you open up your restaurant, until you have a consultancy about food.
Exactly.
You know, I just can't wait. I can't wait. But how far have we come? I left you when you were
So we are almost done with everything.
scientifically peeling your yam, tactfully peeling your yam.
So now we are done with the stew. So the stew is on fire, and then the yam
Okay,
as well.
so that's the garden egg stew.
Yes.
So what did we add to it? Of course, there are the garden eggs in there.
Yeah, and then
Last
we
I checked, they were relaxing.
it was relaxed. Yeah.
Okay.
So we added salmon. We
Okay.
have chicken in there as well, and then
Okay.
we also have some oil and all the ingredients we need to prepare
Okay.
it. So, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. What kind of oil did you use?
We use the normal oil,
Vegetable
not the red
oil.
oil.
Is there a reason why you didn't use the red palm oil?
Not really.
Because usually, you know, when you think about garden egg
Yeah,
stew,
exactly.
in the Ghanaian setting, you think about palm oil, red palm oil.
Yeah, we wanted to make something different. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we
We
used
are
it.
coming with different ideas, with the yam and everything.
Yes.
Okay.
No, everything is different. Everything is
so.
unique. I like
Everything is
it.
lo-fi.
Everything is lo-fi.
Sure.
Okay, and then the yam. So what you're doing is you're boiling the yam
Yes.
in
Karada.
the karadafa water.
Yes.
Okay, so like you said, it has to do with the color, but also the nutritional
value.
So your basic. Oh, it's a beautiful color. Wow, you know I love red. So
Oh, I'm sure you're a Man U fan.
I am a Man U fan.
Man U.
But you know something?
Eh,
The red is from Basa. That was like typhoon because you see, Basa we have red. We also have red.
You have,
but
you
your
have
red
it
is not
in-
red.
Exactly.
Because
Your
we
red
give
is
you
like
people.
wine,
understand?
burgundy. You know, no, I'm a Barca fan too. Though. I mean, if it comes to La Liga, I like Barca, but Man U is always my first
Man U
choice.
is the best, you know.
I love it. I
I'll
love it.
leave it for now. You know, the best do not talk much. So.
But what about your loafer pine juice?
Okay, so we're about to start it.
Okay, so is it complicated?
No,
Not really.
it's
It
very
just
simple. After taking the karadafa yam and the garden egg stew, you just take the loaf of pine juice to cool.
To cool everything.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, we're just going to blend the pineapple.
Yeah,
Are we
no,
adding
that's-
anything special?
No, easy for juice. We are not adding anything. If it was to be a pineapple drink, that's when we are going to add a syrup. But this is just juice.
The
so-
food student is talking. I love it. Okay, so we're making pineapple juice, not a pineapple drink. So we're sticking to the natural way that the juice comes out of the pineapple.
Yeah.
So ladies, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll just get a brief glimpse of how we're making the pineapple, the loafer pine juice. Please forgive me. It's not pineapple juice, it's loafer pine juice. We'll get a glimpse at how that is being prepared. And then we sit down and we eat and we get to talk some more.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. This is What's Cooking. And we're back, and it's still What's Cooking right here on City TV. And my name is Apiorkor. I've been cooking. Actually, today I've not done much. I've really just left the kitchen to Loretta and Fafa Lofa. If you've been lost, you'll get to know who they are very soon. And make sure that you go to YouTube and find the episode and watch it, because it's been one of the most exciting I've ever done in the history of What's Cooking here on City TV. So I have Loretta and Fafa. They are students of the Swedru Secondary School. They are, what form are you in?
Form 3.
Form 3, both of you. So Form 3 students, and look, there's no doubt that they're going to blow their wasi, because if this is how their practicals are going to go, then I have no idea what they're going to do in the exam room. Loretta is a food student, so she's doing home economics, but she's specializing in food. And Fafa is a general science student, but she's got a mad love for food. Cooking it, eating it, going to the farm, I'm sure too, if you have to, going to the market. Anything food, she's there. And they've teamed up today to come and do a very beautiful meal. And I'll let them tell you a little bit about what they've done. So, ladies, for our viewers who haven't been watching up until now, what did we make?
Okay, so first of all, Loretta. We made karadafa yam and then garden egg stew. So the karadafa yam is more of wache leaves. It's popularly known as wache leaves. I hope you know that. So we added the wache leaves to the water and then we boiled it. After that, we added the yam. So that's how we got the color, as you can see here right now. So that's the karadafa yam, and then we made the garden egg stew as well. The normal garden egg stew we've been making, but just that we added a bit of salmon and then we have chicken in there as well. So, and then we also made pineapple juice, which is lofa.
Lofa pine. Lofa pine juice. I love it. I love it. And something interesting, I mean, while we get ready to eat, something interesting about the garden egg stew. Usually we would use palm oil or red oil for our garden egg stew. These ladies didn't do that, and I find that very interesting, very refreshing. It's different. I like different things. So it's time to eat. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys dish the food, because you are the owners of the kitchen today. Is there a special way that you have to dish the stew or something? Oh, you people, dear. You're a very interesting pair of ladies.
Yeah.
So I don't want to touch the stew and then you're supposed to dish it this way and then I dish it this way instead. Is there a special way we have to do anything? No.
Not really
Not
special
really.
though.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and one thing our audience should note. Garden egg stew with yam is made simple when you use Miss Cookie spices.
Yeah.
Because when we're steaming the whole thing, we didn't waste time to
At all.
grind the ginger, the garlic, anything. We just used the mix cookie spices, chicken mix, and then it was so simple.
was it.
So try that.
So, Miss Cookie, I've got you some, converts. They had heard about you already, but now they're in love. So, I'm just letting you know. And of course, Tasty Tom. I heard you, when you guys were cooking, you said, Ufa kakra.
It was actually true. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. And that saves you money, right?
Yeah. Especially the pepper and onion.
We love it.
And onion taste.
Okay. Is that enough?
Yes, please.
We'll kill it properly when we are not on camera, but for the sake of eating.
Yeah.
So okay, I want this piece of chicken. Okay. Smells really good. And while you people weren't looking, I took a bite. I'm tricking myself. Okay, so Loretta, do you want to give us the yam? Okay. So while Loretta is doing that, Papa, so tell me about school. What has your journey in SWESCO been like? You said earlier that you wouldn't be here without SWESCO.
Yeah.
What has your journey been like? Was it always your dream to go to SWESCO? And being there for 3 years, what have you learned? What have you seen? How have you grown in the space of the school?
Thank you for your question. Initially, I never wanted a mixed school. I wanted to go to a single-sex school.
Interesting. Why?
Why? Because I wanted a situation where I'll be with girls only.
Girls.
I don't want pressure from guys.
You don't want any pressure. If you want to step out in your cloth, you can step out. You don't want any pressure from the boys.
Exactly.
I understand.
But when I had SWESCO, one thing came in mind. Everything happens for a reason. And now I'm understanding the fact that, yes, no matter what happens, It happens for a reason.
Loretta wants me to eat plenty.
Okay, so when I went to SWESCO, so far 3 years in SWESCO, I've learned a lot, trust me. How to vibe with people, especially the opposite sex.
Yeah.
Because of me being in SWESCO, I have lots of male friends who are very supportive, and I've also learned how to mingle with guys. First, initially I was very shy when guys are grouped at a place and then you're passing by, but now I'm cool with that. And I'm also cool with, I've learned that in school, you have to relate with people no matter how they behave. You see, in school, somebody can just annoy you. Hey, but because you guys are in high school, you have to take it easy and then understand the fact that you don't expect anybody to be the way you want. So.
Different backgrounds, different experiences.
Yeah.
And so people can't behave the same.
Exactly.
And especially when you're dealing with males and females,
Yes.
you know, two different genders, we react to things differently, you know, apart from the biological differences. Naturally, there are differences because of socialization,
Yeah.
the science students, the biology and whatnot. But
And there's one thing, because of SWESCO, especially our anniversary, I met a lot of people I never thought of meeting. The beautiful Apiorkor herself, Vivian Kailoko, Auntie Jifa, in fact, everybody, like most of them, I never thought of meeting them. But because of SWESCO, Sempe come up to me. I'm a proud PhD, you know.
I love it. Wonderful. Loretta, what about you?
Okay, so just like she said, SWESCO is not part of this category A schools, and so
Yes.
sometimes when you're choosing the schools, you wouldn't like to choose it. So I didn't really like the
you.
school, but I got there, and then here I am now. I'm here. I'm now a celeb.
You
Because I'm on
said
TV.
now a celeb.
Because not everyone has gotten this opportunity.
Exactly.
And I'm now the head girl of this university.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
So today too that
I've
my
seen
my
that. Hey, what's
today too that my younger sisters have come.
This
You are
one-
here.
this looks like Domedo.
Today is girls
Oh,
girls.
no.
Today is girls girls.
This Karadalfa yam.
Who is that?
Karadalfa is the English name for wache leaves.
Oh, so say watch it, yele.
Wache leaves. Okay.
Watch it, yam.
So we should say wache yam because we used it to cook them.
Yes. Is it Kwarahu?
Karadalfa.
Karadafa.
Yes. Or you can say sorghum leaves.
So good leaves. Okay.
And we have the lofa pine juice.
Hey.
So she's Loretta and I'm Fafa. So lofa,
Lofa.
and pineapple juice.
Wow. So it's all pineapple.
Yes.
Hey.
You see,
Experience.
even the young ladies have come. They could you that you live just here.
Uh-huh. No, don't worry. When it's school,
One
time,
day
I'll
you
invite
come
them.
and I'll just give you the ingredients to prepare your own. Yo,
Okay.
You should have asked them to put my
this is
Where?
really good.
I'll sit.
Oh, you're interrupting our conversation.
No, you give me a plate or serve me something. So that I'll keep quiet.
That's a please help me. Let's serve this gentleman. Please pass it to him.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. of
It's
you.
not like you've left us with a choice. So interrupting our conversation. Okay, since Loretta is helping out with the Taster General, let me come back to you, Fafa. Loretta, don't hold your thoughts. He has interrupted our conversation, but hold your thoughts. How are you preparing for your WASI? You seem to be very holistic students, very well-rounded in the sense that it's not all about the books. You're experiencing different things. Like you mentioned, the 65th anniversary happened. Some students would be like, oh, all students and guests are here. I have no business there. But clearly you were involved and you interacted. And you found time even during your vacation. I'm sure you're studying for the WASI, but you've come to cook on a TV show, doing something you've always wanted to do and something that you're passionate about. So how have you learned how to balance your time to do all this?
Okay, so I've learned that you don't just get up and then learn bit by bit. So you allocate time for learning, allocate time for other things also. So in the house, my hobby is watching pageant movies. I'm really passionate about pageantry. And so sometimes I have this routine. Let's say I learn in the morning, do this in the afternoon, that's it, so I balance it. And apart from that, because of the double track system, we spend much time in the house more than school. And so if you don't take care, trust me, you won't be able to finish all the topics. And even in school, despite the fact that our teachers try their possible best to make sure we cover almost all the topics.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's not everything that we've covered.
With my
But
local
we as students, we are trying our best to make sure we make our people proud. Because my mom and dad can't spend sums of money on provisions, money for upkeeping and everything. And then I come and disappoint them.
Because it's free SHS, but your parents still have costs that they are footing.
Exactly.
Right? So you have to make the family proud. You can't waste the family's money like that.
And I also can't waste my time.
Thank you high five. High five. Thank you for that. Loretta, let me come back to you. So you were saying that just like Fafa, you weren't so excited about going to SWESCO because when we talk about schools in Ghana, just as we do with everything in Ghana, some things we hype, other things we don't. And so SWESCO is not necessarily seen as an A-list school. So you weren't too excited, but what changed your mind?
I don't know. SWESCO has just groomed me. You see, I wasn't that type that could speak in public. But when I became the head girl, I got to know that if I'm not able to, groom myself and then become that person, it wouldn't work. Because sometimes you'll be in class and then you'll be called. There is a program. You have to give votes of thanks. You have to do this. And so it made me train myself in this way that I can go anywhere and then speak to anyone if I really want to do it. So I feel like SWESCO has really helped me. And then when it comes to studies, you see, SWESCO is like this. After exams, results will be posted on the notice board and then people will go and look at it.
So everybody will see.
Exactly.
And the thing is, when you are the head girl, everyone is expecting you to do best. So they'll just be there. Hey, where's their own? Where's their own? So you have to learn. You have to do something which will make your life worth emulating for others to also learn from you. So that's what keeps me going. I feel like as a head girl, I don't need to get Fs and then a whole lot. So I need to learn.
Absolutely.
So that keeps me learning more and more and more.
That's leadership by example.
And apart from that too, my school has provided me with a lot of things because my house is the best house, girls' house one.
Sure.
Is that your house too?
Yes. And apart from that, I qualified my school to semi-finals of national public speaking.
Look at you! I'm not surprised.
Yes. And I'm really proud of my school, trust me. Yes, SWESCO is the best school. If I were to come back to the world again and go to SHS,
You choose SWESCO. I love this. And I hope your headmistress is watching. I'm sure alumni are very excited. I'm sure my boss, Salmans, who is your global president of the alumni, is also very happy. It's great to hear. Students and alumni are the best ambassadors of their schools. And it's great to hear you speak about your school like that. And you're saying it from a place of genuine love for the school. You can tell they haven't been told to come and say something because they came on this show themselves. Let me just say that nobody, it wasn't an alumni or an alumnus or an alumna, it wasn't a parent, it wasn't a teacher. The two of them together said, we want to do this. We know we're going to be at home for 3 weeks and we want to do this while we're at home. And I find it so commendable that you can track something down that you like and just dive into it.
So you're home?
For a little,
Yeah,
a
that's why
little
you
more.
went to Google. What's the name again?
Karadafa Yam.
I thought it's Tamara. Karadafa.
Yes.
So, what's the nutritional value of
Karadafa, it prevents blood pressure, high blood pressure. It boosts the immune system. And it's very good, trust me. It gives that color. So if you're a parent and then let's say your kids don't want yam, you can use this to confuse them. Trust me, they will love it.
And most importantly, it's also an ulcer agent.
Okay.
When you eat this, it prevents you from getting ulcer in the belly.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Look, these are serious students, so yeah.
Yeah. And if you're a Man U fan too, you can use, if your husband is a Man U fan.
Man U fan?
Yes, see, we are Red Devils too.
This one, Loretta doesn't want to agree with you.
Barca fans are here too.
Barca fans are here. But look, I'm very excited to speak to the two of you because just listening to you, interacting with you, you know what you want and you know who you are. what do you want to tell young ladies like you who are still struggling with identity? Because this is that age, right? 15, 16, 17, 18. A lot of young women are still struggling with who they are. Somebody's telling them they're one thing, but they know they're another. Somebody's telling them to study this. They want to do this instead. They have passions. They're not able to voice them out. What do you have to tell young women like you who are still struggling to discover who they are?
Okay, so I am a living testimony. Initially, I didn't know what I want to do, but when I was growing, I realized that I can really speak in public. I'm confident. I'm not shy to stand in front of thousands of people and then talk to them.
Yeah.
And so I decided to pursue journalism or anything associated with the media. But growing up, I realized that no, if somebody falls sick right now, I want to help. If you get hurt, I'll treat it for you. So let me offer science and go into medicine. And so if you're confused as in what to do, talk to someone. Let's say your parents or something, so they give you advice or something. And my one advice is be very confident. No matter what, be confident, because you can. If we were shy, I'm not sure we are here. So you have to be very confident, outspoken, and try to always aspire to be a better version of yourself, and you go far. Just
Wonderful. Lorenzo, what about you?
All I would say is do what you want. You see, most of the times people are like, home econ students are not serious. It's only the science and the business and so on. So, me as a home econ student, I wanted to change everything in my school. Home econ students do not become head girls.
I was about to say that typically you'd hear about the science
You
students.
barely see that.
Yeah.
So, with our batch, I'm the head girl. My assistant is also a home econ student.
I see.
We are very serious, to be honest. So you have to do something for others to also learn. And then the fact that people are saying home econ students are not serious doesn't mean they are all not serious. You have to show them that yes, we are different. So do what you want. Maybe your parents are going to be like, go in and offer science. You have to be a doctor. You have to do this. No. You know what people are really getting money from nowadays is food.
I
Food is
agree.
life.
I agree.
So go into what you feel you have passion for, and then I believe you go far.
So you want to run a restaurant?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she wants to be a dietitian and then run a restaurant.
I'll be there to taste the food
Yes.
for you.
For
Yes. It's wonderful.
I'll
Ladies,
endorse the food for you.
no. Don't use this as an opportunity to go and be eating people's food. No. Go and endorse whose food. So everybody needs a taster journal stamp.
I'll put it on the globe.
No, but ladies, talking to you is inspiring. I think that we're in an era where everything is moving very fast. There's a lot of information. You're exposed to so many things at your age. But the fact that the two of you have been able to sift everything, block out what you don't need, take what you need, and just keep pushing for your dreams, it's very inspiring. So thank you. And thank you for having the courage and the confidence to share your stories, because I think that if more people spoke about what interests them, what they like, their struggles, and tell the real truth behind their stories, more people would have things to aspire to. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate you so much. And thank you especially for also pointing out the fact that you can be a science student and still love doing something artistic.
exactly.
You can also be an artistic person, someone who leans more towards doing things with their hands and expressing themselves in a different way, not necessarily in science or mathematics, but also still be a leader and do things that people can learn from and emulate. So thank you, ladies, so much.
Oh, thank you
Thank
too.
you. It's been a joy to have you. I hope you'll come back again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and so for those of you who are students of SWESCO, you should be very proud of Loretta and Fafa. They represented you well. The alumni, the PSC of SWESCO, you should be proud too. Teachers, Madam Headmistress, parents, I hope that you've seen what I've seen, that your girls have done you proud today. And the food is amazing, by the way. Taste the journal.
Kadafa, yeah, man. Yeah.
And loaf of pine too.
Loaf of pine.
Have you tasted the loaf of pine?
Yes, I've tasted
Are you
it.
going to grade it? It's all natural.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, all
This
natural.
is science and arts together.
I tell you.
Yeah.
It has the fiber and everything
Yeah.
in there. Very nutritious. So are you grading it?
Yeah.
Because you can tell us to put the camera back on if we don't allow you to grade it.
It's Nucci.
Oh, thank you.
You know Nucci?
It's about that.
This is segmented.
On that Nucci note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you to Loretta and Fafa. Been a joy to have you. I can't say that enough. Thank you to Miss Cookie Spice. Crazy delicious taste guaranteed, and they've held us down. The two ladies are now ambassadors of Miss Cookie Spice. But of course, thank you to Tasty Tom, because ufaka kra
Nah,
baby. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Apiorkor. We'll see you again next week.